and I've been so excited for this next story all day long. It's one of the most famous stories in the mountains, a young lady from the Roaring '20s who met an untimely death. This Halloween, News 13's Samir Nefsi brings us the hauntings of the Pink Lady at the Omni Grove Park Inn.
The Grove Park Inn has so much history to it, especially back in the 1920s, the Roaring '20s, you know.
The mountain getaway theme quickly capturing the attention of the so-called elite.
This was the stomping ground for F. Scott Fitzgerald. The scene and the wealth, you know, was really intense because this is during the era of the Vanderbilt monopoly.
The sprawling halls and architecture frozen in time, while the cozy atmosphere draws in thousands each year. But for one guest, it's a location where life and death blurred.
I think the Pink Lady story is something that most of our associates become pretty familiar with just as soon as they start here.
Her presence dates back to the days of Prohibition, when the prospects of wealth showered into the hotel.
There was this young woman, likely in her 20s, that was staying at the Grove Park Inn at the time. And she was not a registered guest of the hotel, so she was rather a guest of a guest.
With the image of the upper class lodged on the mountainscape, Tad McDivitt with Haunted Asheville believes that captured the attention of a young woman from Edneyville, just south of Asheville, after winning the town's beauty pageant.
Sure enough, back in the 1920s, there was a beauty pageant in the area. Their winner was crowned the Pink Lady. And I think that's maybe why everyone remembers her title, her nickname, what she went by on the debutante scene around the hotel at the time.
The location bringing to life a world she was unfamiliar with.
She likely didn't come from a whole lot of money, but she would have been able to take that beauty pageant win, insert herself into the debutante scene here at the hotel, hoping for a shot of landing a much more comfortable husband and quite possibly raising a family.
Taking her beauty pageant win and creating the facade of a young woman from wealth, just waiting to meet the man of her dreams to start a family. Her aspirations would meet an untimely fate.
One night, she fell off of the balcony of the 5th floor. She fell 2 stories down and ultimately met her demise right here on the Palm Court floor.
We are thoroughly unsure if she in despair leapt or if she simply slipped.
The young dreamer's death sealing her residency while marking the beginning of the Pink Lady's origin.
Many guests here at the hotel have both talked about having experiences and telling the story of the Pink Lady of the Grove Park Inn.
Some have described it as this slight pink glow or this really dense smoke that's like this pinkish pastel, and it just flows through the air.
Her spirit now desperately looms the halls in search of a lover.
Young men, particularly if they're wearing the trappings of wealth, will be woken up in the middle of the night with someone playing with their hair and tickling her feet.
Children staying at the hotel have reported ghostly experiences. A popular story among staff is a chilling report from a mother and a child who checked in for a few days.
The second night that they were with us, they both woke up and they felt this really bitter cold draft, but the windows of the room were closed, and so they just felt this bitter cold draft. And when they looked into the bathroom, they saw this like slight pink glow coming from the bathroom. It does send a little chill up your spine, and again, it's just one of those that we just can't ignore.
A tribute to the hopeless lover, now part of the hotel's lore. In this story, obviously something that the community knows about and they discuss a lot, and you guys actually have the Pink Lady dress on full display.
We do, and we really have it here as a gentle nod to her presence because it's one that's been felt by guests and associates alike for many years.
It certainly endures in the minds and the memory You know, it's almost like she won't let the community forget.
Next time you're staying at the Omni Grove Park Inn, rest assured the slight chill you feel to the glimpse of pink or the shadow in the corner of your eye might just be the Pink Lady.
Just be sweet to her. I think she deserves it.